What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we are going back to the track. We've got our helmet ready, so let's fire up the car. Oh, she sounds so good. And of course we still have the check engine light. That's like a never-ending mystery, but we're still gonna run it. So this is the last run for the season. I'm really hoping to break my personal best with this car. We haven't changed anything since last time you guys saw this car run at the track. It's still got the Corsa catback, Canon drop-in filter, 93 octane Lund racing tune, and we're hoping to finally break my personal best before we do any more modification for the next season. Now, just to recap real quick for you guys, this car has gone 12.4 with a Corsa catback and the drop-in filter. I do have the Lund 93 racing tune as well. And last run was just so close to 12.3, where it was like 12.409 or something. Where I feel like the car has a little bit more, and we might be able to achieve the 12.3 that we're after. So today's run, if I'm hoping I can get into 12.3, and if we do, then we're gonna start adding some more mods, or even get stickier tires to drop the time a little bit more. All right, so we've got about an hour drive that we have to do to get to the drag strip. So we're gonna head to the drag strip now and do this drive. The only thing is that this is the last run for this season, which I feel like there's gonna be a lot of cars, which means we may not get to run as much as we think we normally would. Typically, I would get like 7-8 runs in, sometimes even 10 runs in. But since this is the last season pass, basically, I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of cars. Although it is kind of cold, so maybe cars don't want to run it. But it is boost season, so all the cars running boost, it is going to be really beneficial to be, getting the really good pass for them. So let's see. We're going to head over there and then see what it looks like. And we're going to run the car and hoping to get the 12.3 that we're after. Today is exceptionally busy. This is the last run for the season, and even the line for the testing, the test inspection is too long. You can see we're still waiting on the line. The runs have already started, so I'm not even sure how many runs we're gonna get. If I can get like 2 or 3, that would be good, but let's see. So because today being the last pass of the season, you can see there's so many cars today that are all going to run. This is not even all of them. This is just only 2 lanes that have been called in so far. And you can already tell it's pretty much backed up all the way to the end. We are parked basically in the back over there. My buddy actually came with me. He has a 2019 Golf R over there. It's supposed to be a really fast car as well. So we're going to run both cars, but we are nowhere to be called for now. It's all these basically pro cars right now, and then we're pretty much going to be called in towards the end with the street tires. So it's going to be a long wait, but we'll wait and then run it. Alright, so we've got a couple passes, not the greatest run. I've been running 12.5 and 12.6 consistently. A lot of wheel hop because I lowered the tire pressure to 24 in my first couple runs that did 27. But I think that's not really helping because there's a lot of wheel hop. So we're going to up the tire pressure to like 32 or so and then run to see if we can do a little bit better than what we have done so far. But yeah, the 12.5s, 12.6, they're not all that impressive. So let's go back and run it. Alright, so we are done with the runs. We did a couple more runs and I was able to get lower time than the 12.5s. The best I got was a 12.45 that we're going to look at. It's getting a little dark right now, so I'm just filling up the car and we're going to head back. The run for the 12.45, the draggy battery ran out, so I don't have a footage for that. But I do have this time set that we're going to go over, just kind of analyze a little bit to see what we can improve on to get this Mustang really into low 12s if we can. That would be the ideal scenario for my case if I can get this into low 12s. All right, so we are back from the drag strip. It got pretty late last night, so it got pretty dark. So I'm recording this the next day, and we did not get where we wanted to be. So I have the time slip with me. We're gonna go over it, but I think kind of proves what I was hoping to kind of prove out. So we didn't get into 12.3 right off the bat, I'll tell you that. My best run was 12.45, which, as you can see right here, 117 miles per hour, 12.45. And the 60 foot was about 2.1. So I definitely need to drop the 60 foot, which means I need better traction. So the car has done like about 10 to 15 passes since I've been tuned. So it has been consistently, or the lowest I've been is a 12.4. I've done a lot of runs between 12.4 and 12.5. So that's pretty much the best I've gotten. There's some runs of 12.6 depending on the traction issues. So now I feel like it's not the power. I don't have issues with the power, because at first I was like, it's running 12.4, the car has a little bit more, and that's probably just like my lack of experience, to be honest. Like, I don't drag race every weekend, so I'm just still learning this whole thing. I was like, maybe it's just me getting more experience. But I feel like I have enough seat time with this car now where I should be able to get into 12.3. So now I think it's pretty evident that either the power is a limiting factor, but I think it's the tires. A lot of you guys have pointed out before that I need to get stickier tires, either Nittos or even a good summer tire will probably help bring the 60 foot down, which will help out with my quarter-mile time. Because this is what my 60 foot looks like, 2.1. So if this drops to 1.9 even, that should help with my quarter-mile time, because the trap speed is pretty good. I'm doing almost 117 miles per hour, which is really good. So I think I should be able to get into 12.3s with that kind of power. But the trap speed is really telling me how much power I'm making. But of course, because of traction issues, I'm not able to get to the quarter mile because I'm struggling with the 60 foot, which means I would have to get stickier tires. So even if I had got an E85 tune, which I was kind of planning on doing before the season ended, it really wouldn't have helped me much. Maybe I would have gained the trap speed to be like 119 or 120 miles per hour. But the quarter mile would have still struggled because I'm still on Michelin Pilot Sport all season tires. But yeah, so I think that's going to be next on the Mustang. We're going to go for some Nitto R2s, maybe a drag pack, to have this whole 17-inch setup going on to really improve the time on our Mustang. Because even without the E85, I'm pretty confident this is a low 12-second car. And with E85 on a tire, it should be high 11s, which would be really, really good. And I would be really impressed with the car. So I'm hoping to do that. The season ended, unfortunately, so we're going to have to wait till next April, I think, is when they start again. So that's when I'm going to basically get the drag pack by then, so we can go back to a drag strip, because now at least we know it's not the lack of experience of myself. We've done enough runs, and the lowest I've been is 12.4, so it's not the power, because the trap speed is pretty good. We know the limiting factor is the traction, which is what a lot of you guys pointed out in my last run. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for it, and we'll see what we're going to end up running with the drag pack on, and I'm hoping to really get into low 12s, if not high 11s. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.